'cause I like to be myself.
Hey guys, it's me again. We got one of those after it broke. There's Cricket. You got Donnie. You've got Lucy. Care Bear's in the floor over there, so you can't really see her. So yeah. Let's put you up here. Okay. So Care Bear's over there hidden. I can't show you her. She's literally over there hidden behind her mom's seat. And the other ones, I think, are all the way in the back. Meaning Bear and Miracle. Why is this crooked? Okay, anyways. So, basically, we have no idea what's going on. We're just going with the flow. And so our experience living in a car is not great. I mean, we don't have the things to have comfort that everybody's used to. But it's not great living in a car. I mean, especially when you can't get out of the car that often. I mean, if you had a bigger space, it probably wouldn't be that bad. Like the ones that are living in a van, which we're not doing. We're living in a car, as you can clearly see. Because that's exactly what we're doing. We're living in a car. It's different living in a car than in a van where you can actually make it a little bit better to sleep in and live in, and you can get up and move around. In a car, the only way to move around is if you get out of the car. If you have 6 dogs, you can't really get out of the car. You kind of get stuck in the car with them, because otherwise people think that they don't have water, they don't have food, they're not being taken care of, and all this other stuff. When in fact, they eat more than us, and they always have water. Except when we're driving, of course, because then it's just going to get everywhere in the car. But people like getting in other people's businesses, and they can end up breaking your window, or calling the cops, or trying to get into your car because they think they know what's best when they don't. And it gets annoying after a while. I mean, people will think they're doing good, yeah, but you also need to realize the situation of what's going on. Not every dog that's in a car is being mistreated or neglected. Sometimes the people are struggling themselves, or they've left the dog in the car for a couple of minutes to run inside to get something, or even to run to the restroom because they had an emergency at that point. But it's so risky having dogs in a car because people try to break windows. Or they call the cops, and then the cops get up and everything. And it's annoying. Also, the other annoying thing is when everybody keeps telling you to get rid of your dogs like they know it's best, especially when they don't get how attached she is to her dogs. She is literally attached. You take the dogs away, and literally she doesn't see the point of doing anything then. Her dogs are basically like her kids. It's a reason for her to get up and do things. If it wasn't for them, she wouldn't be going as far as she is right now. But everybody thinks they have a right to tell her to get rid of her dogs. It's annoying. It's really annoying. If you're not going to understand the situation, and if you're not going to actually have something helpful, and you're just going to keep repeating the same thing, and you already know what they want and don't want, then you might as well just quit doing it. Because after a while, you do start annoying people, and you start ticking them off, and it's not a good thing. It's a bad thing. And that's what a lot of people are doing. They're telling her to get rid of her dogs, and she wouldn't be in the mess she's in. Well, she wouldn't be in the mess she's in if people would realize that with the economy the way it is, she doesn't make crud. It's not enough to get a house. It's not enough to actually really survive on, even with the 2 jobs, especially with her paying her car off. But see, that's not good enough for everybody. No, they think there's more that she can do, and it's really starting to tear on her. It's really starting to wear her down, and it's annoying. And then people like complaining to her about me or talking about the situation with me. I have a medical condition. I can't work a normal 9-to-5 job, manual labor. My body can't do it. I have a medical problem. And I'm not going to sit here and justify why I can't work like everybody else. I shouldn't have to. It's not their business. But they're trying to make it their business. Just like when people sit here and try to cheer her up and she's not in the mood to be cheered up. And then they start crying or they start getting mad or upset because they're not cheering her up. Back off. Leave her alone. I mean, everybody gets that way sometimes. You know you do, even if you don't want to admit it. But that's exactly what happens. They turn it into their problem. I don't see you sleeping in the car with the 6 dogs. I don't see you sitting here smelling the urine and the feces from where they had to go in the car because it hit them. And they're dogs and it happens. It's like having an infant child. They go when they go. It's just how it goes. But you're not living it. You're not struggling with it. You're not having lack of sleep. And it's so irritating when people take your problem and try to turn it into theirs when they're not living it. So, we're dealing with that scenario of where people think they know what's best and saying their opinion when we don't really care. And we don't want to hear it. And it's getting annoying you repeating it over and over. We're doing what we know we can do, which is trying to pay off the car. That's where we're headed, even though her opinion's a little different. I'm just trying to pay off her car. I'm trying to give her money so she can eat, get gas, feed the dogs, and pay off her car out of what she gets paid. She has a different opinion. I told her if she wanted to, she could record it and put it up for y'all to know it. But from my angle, this is what's happening. People are harassing and attacking her, and it's not helping the situation. It's making it worse. And they think they're helping it. It's not. I mean, come on. Especially when you start seeing her getting agitated and you keep doing it. I mean, really? Recognize the situation. Look at the body language, the verbal language. I mean, come on, back off some. No, not some, back off, period. Because at this point, I'm just trying to keep her afloat, and they're dragging her further and further down, and that's not helping. I mean, it's not. She snaps at me, I snap at her. She tends to do it just a little bit more than me. I deal with it. I take it. I mean, in a situation, what else can you possibly do? I mean, it's not the best situation to be in. And it's not all fun and games. And I'm not going to sit here and record only the best highlights of her life. That's not what I'm going to do. You're going to see the crud with the good. And mostly we have crud right now. Hopefully we won't always have just crap. Hopefully some good things will start happening, but you never know. Life is life. It is what it is. It's how it is. And I'm not going to sit here and show you the highlights of the good times and not show you the bad. I mean, people think this is fun and games to live in a car, and it's not as bad as it seems. It is. You don't have a bathroom, so you got to find one. You don't have a shower, so you have to find a way to take a shower, whether it's paying for it or finding somewhere where you can pour jugs of water over you, and take a shower, which is not as good as a actual shower. So it's not all that great. Plus, you can't cook. I mean, right now we're lucky we can use a microwave at one of her jobs, but that might not be happening after a while. And then we'll be back to eating just canned food. I mean, canned food is not something to survive off of. It's not that much substance. It's not the best thing to eat, but that's what we end up doing a lot. So if you want all happy-go-lucky and giddy stuff, this isn't the channel for you. No, because I'm not going to do it. I'm going to show every aspect of the crappy things that happen along with the good. So if you want reality checks, okay, we're here for you. If you want the fake, no. If you want highlights, no. This is what we're living. This is how it's going. And this is what I'm going to record. Why? Because it gives me something to do. And maybe if I ever get enough followers and we can make some bit off of this, then yay. If not, well, it's something for me to do. So, yeah. That's what I'm doing. Hopefully, when we get really old, we can laugh at this. I seriously doubt it. I'm pretty sure we're going to be sitting here, oh my God, I can't believe we did that. And I don't ever want to do it again. And I don't wish it on my worst enemy. But hopefully everybody's day's going good. And if it's not, hopefully it looks up. That's about all you can do. So, on that note, peace.
Ain't nobody perfect. Something in